Welcome to the third video in a series on drawing the garden bench. We have up until now we've gotten the legs drawn here, the back legs, and we have the front leg, and I think what I'm going to do next is draw this upper back support. Now I don't really know exactly where it goes here. That's going to be determined by this arm. So, but I think I'll go ahead and draw this first and just get it in roughly in place, and then we'll move it into exact place after we draw the arm. So let's get started. The back piece is, the back support is 29 inches by 3.5 inches, and it has a little half-inch bevel on the top of it. So let's get that drawn. So I'm going to grab the rectangle tool, 3.5 inches wide, 29 inches in length, and put it in place. Now I want to get that that little bevel taken off there, so I think what I will do is, let's try something new. Let's do this. I'm going to draw a line here, and I'm going to move it down 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to draw another line and connect them up. How about if we did this? Bring this down 1/2 inch. And we will come up 1/2 inch. We'll use the polygon tool. Come up. There we go. And now select both. And add surface under modify. There we go. Alright, and then I think what I'll do is go ahead and bring it up to the leg here. Let me zoom back out just a little bit. And what I'm going to do is bring it up, set it on the leg, and I'm going to zoom in now and just make sure that I actually have it there. Nope, and of course it's not, so let's bring it down. There we go. Now it's setting on the leg. And now we'll just rotate it back. We'll use the rotate tool and we'll rotate it back. Okay, great. And as a final touch, we can see the fill, so we know it's not a 3D object yet. So let's hit Command E or Control E and make the extrusion 1.5 inches because it's a 2x4. Alright, I'm going to get rid of this little line over here, and now I'm going to go to Plan View. Okay, so there's my piece. I'm going to bring it over here, and it goes on the outside. Alright, now that I have the leg over on the left side, I'm going to copy it. Actually, I think what I'll do is I will draw myself a line that I can mirror off of, end point, and select the leg, or the back support, the mirror duplicate tool, and voila, there we go. Now we don't know, again, we don't know whether it's in the right place or not. So now it's time to draw the arm support. Let's get rid of this line. We don't need that. Alright, we're going to draw the arm support now. Let me go to the let's go to the parts list, And let's look at this guy. Okay, I'm going to zoom in on it. So the total length is 16.5 plus 8 plus 1. So what's that? 25.5 inches. Okay, 25.5 inches by 5.5. It's a 2 by 6. All right, great. Well, let's go ahead, and it makes sense, I think, to draw it in plan view. So we'll just go to our 3D view, and we'll put it in plan view, Command 5, and let's draw the arm. Use the rectangle tool. Let's see, 5.5 by 25.5. And there it is. All right, I'm going to zoom in so I can see a little better. All right, now I have to do some chamfering. Let's take a look at that again. Let's go back over and look at the parts. So I have a 1 inch chamfer on each end here, and then I have an 8 by, what is it, 2.5 inch triangular piece that I'm going to cut out there, and so let's see, I'm going to write this down, a 1 by 1, an 8 by 2.5, and then a 1.5 by 4. Okay, great. Let's go and go back to 3D. Go back to our arm. And let's take off let's go ahead and chamfer it. And what we'll do is use the chamfer tool right here. Come over and set the first line, second line at 1 and 1. Sounds good. And there's that. All right, now that we have the chamfers on the front of our arm, let's do the little triangular cutout on the side. So what I'm going to do here, again, I'm not going to worry about putting it right in place. I just want to get the dimensions right. It's 2.5 inches. 2.5 by 8. Okay, there it is. And now I'll move it over and attach it to that corner. Select both objects, modify, and clip surface. Okay, there's that. And now finally we're going to go 1.5 by 4. So let's go rectangle tool, 1.5 by 4, and I'm going to change the insertion point over to the other corner, to the right corner, and boom, put it right there. Select both objects again, modify, clip surface. There we have it. But there's one more thing that we have to do, and we cannot do it in 2D. Let's take a look at the arm. Now, if you notice, it's 4 inches here, but look, when you look at it on a side view here of the left arm and the right arm, it goes over 1/2 inch. And this one goes over this way 1/2 inch. So we have to make that adjustment in 3D mode. And this is kind of cool. I want to show you how to do this. Let's go back to our 3D view. Let's go ahead and extrude this to 1.5 inches. And now I'm going to move it sort of out of the way here so that I don't have anything behind it. And I'm going to go to right view. Standard views, I'm going to go to right. Alright, there's my arm. You can see that our arm is lying on the ground plane. And what I'm going to do now is, let me zoom in on this a little bit. We're going to make that little 1/2 inch triangle cutout here and make this line basically on an angle. But remember, this is in 3D. It's not just a 2D line. So here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to, rather than draw 1.5 inches and then come over 1/2 and then come up, I'm going to go ahead and draw the 412 triangle. I think we'll have better results on having everything line up perfectly. I think the 1/2 inch is a rounded number, and so I notice I tried doing it that way, and my back support didn't line up exactly right. So let's try it this way. And 4. And now let's come up to right there. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to extrude this triangle, and it may be a little confusing, but remember, we're in 3D. I'm going to extrude it, and I'm going to make it more than 1.5 inches. The extrusion really only needs to be 1.5 inches. I'm going to make it 2, and I'll show you why in just a moment. Now let's go look at it in plan view, and we can see that if I could move this, that's interesting. Let's take a look. I want to pull it out here and zoom in a little bit. I want to make sure that this guy is right in place. Now this is the triangle that we're looking at here. This is it, looking at it in plan view. So what I'm going to do is move it so that this corner lines up right there. Didn't quite get it. Let's try it again. Let me zoom in and get it right on the corner there. Now notice how my triangle, which is now sort of a wedge, maybe think of it as like a doorstop, it's sticking out beyond here, so that when we select both of these, okay, we get both items selected, and rather than going to view and then to to modify and then down to clip surface, we're going to, because it's a 3D object, we have to do it a little differently. We're going to do it with the subtract solid tool. So what it's going to do is it's going to subtract this triangle, or this wedge, out of this area of the leg that we put it in. Now here's the way this works. When you go up and you select model and subtract solid, it opens up like this. It will highlight one of the objects, and it's asking you right now which object, let me say it again, from which object would you like to subtract the other object? Would you like to do it from this one and leave it and just get rid of whatever this takes out of that object, or would you like to leave the wedge and subtract out the arm? Well, of course we want to keep the arm, so that's the one we want highlighted. So just think of it, the one that's in red is the one you're going to keep. The one that's unhighlighted is the one that's going to go away. So watch what happens now. Okay, there we go. So now let's look at it in side view. We'll look at the right side again. And, oops, yeah, let's save that. And there it is, and you can see the little angle right there. All right, now let's go to the right side view again, like we had before. It's lying on the ground, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this guy, select it, and Command M. I want to go, and I don't know what I want to go in the x-axis, but I know I want to go up 22 inches in the y-axis. Okay, great. And then I'm going to pull this over. And I should have been holding the shift key down. And we'll put it right there. Now I can zoom in and take a closer look and see what it looks like and get it lined up so that it's right on the edge there. There we go. And if we look at our original drawing, the one that you're using to get your measurements off of, if we look at this, the front of the armrest here lines up with the front of the seat, and the front of the seat is sticking out 2 inches. If you look over on the seat front, it's actually sitting out 2 inches. This is where this point right here is that point right there where all of these things sort of come together. So 2 inches is the magic number. All right, so we'll move this out of the way and Command Move, Command M, and 0 in the y-axis and -2 in the x-axis. There we go. Now we just have to get it lined up side to side. Let's go to Plan View and let's move this guy. I'm going to grab it right here. Hold the shift key down and I'm going to place it right there. Beautiful. Right in place. Looks good. Now I'm going to draw myself a mirror line and I'm going to mirror duplicate the arm. But you have to select the arm, tell it what you want to mirror. There we go. All right, there we go. So now our arms are in place. So now we have to move the back supports into place. And let's take a look at that. This edge of the back support has to go right up against this little edge that we just made, and the bottom of the back support should line up with the bottom of the back leg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from here to there. Then I'm going to take the line and I'm going to extend it, holding the shift key down. I'm going to extend it down until it touches. And it didn't quite touch, so let me come on down here and fiddle around with it a little bit more. Make sure that I get it. All right, And so let's look and let's see, make sure we kept it in line up here. Yeah, it looks good. You may forget about this line, forget that it's there, and it can muck up your drawing later on. What I do is put in a, put a locus point in right there. Now locus points don't print, so looks like I've got an extra one here. They don't print, so you can put them in your drawings and no one will be the wiser. And then we can get rid of this line, and then we can bring this guy right down to the locus point. And look at that, lines up perfectly there. Bring this over. There we go. Now we've got our back supports in place. Let's take a look. Yeah, looking good. Let me render that just a little bit with some OpenGL. And there it is. Alright, so now all we have to do is put in our seat front and the seat boards going down the top of the back leg, and then our boards making up the back. And we will have our bench drawn. Now the only other thing we have, there's a little triangular arm support that goes in over here and then one over here. Okay, so we will move on to that. Alright, so now we're going to draw in our front seat, the seat front board, and then our seat boards and our back seat boards. So let's go to plan view to start, and let's take a look at that. Looks like it is 43 by 5.5, and we have 2-inch in it chamfers. Okay, so we can deal with that. Alright, so 43 by 5.5. And I'm not going to worry about where I put it right now. Just going to sort of bring it in. I'll bring it in right there. And now let me do the chamfers. 2 inches by 2 inches. And there and there. And then I'm going to extrude it. E. Okay, there we have our extrusion, and now we can bring this guy in. Actually, I'm going to grab it right here, right there, because I know that lines up with that right there. Okay, great, we've got those done. Now I'm going to go to the right view again. And I'm going to move this guy up so that it's sitting right on top, holding the shift key down to constrain it. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to draw the seat boards that are going to go along this plane right here. Now we could, set the working plane and we could do all of that, but I think since we only have 3 of these to place, let's just do this. Let's go 3.5 by 1.5, and we'll make the insertion point right in that bottom corner there, and we will insert it right there. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to rotate it. Also, I'm going to take a little closer look at this guy. It doesn't look like it's sitting right where I intended for it to. There. Now we got it. All right, and let's copy this one, or duplicate it, and let's move it down. Let's duplicate another one, move it down. Okay, there they are. And now we need to give all three of them an extrusion of 48 inches. Because we're in side view, extrusions will come towards you when you draw them. When you're looking at them and you're extruding away from you, the extrusion actually comes towards you. All right. So we'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's come down, find a midpoint here, and there we go. Now let's go back and look at it in side view. See if we hit it right. Oops. We went down a little too. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but let's move them. I want them right there. Okay, now those are fine. Now let's do the backboards. And what we can do is actually, I'm going to ungroup these now and take this guy, duplicate it, and Command L. Alright, let me zoom out a little bit. And how many boards do we have? 4. Okay, so we'll duplicate that guy. And move it up. Let's duplicate another one. I'm going to go from this one since I know it's in the right spot. This one lays right on top. And duplicate. And the next one comes in just below. Something like that. This one looks like it could move down a little bit. There we go. All right, we've got them all in place now. Let's and since we duplicated off of these should be lined up properly. Let's look at a front view and see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks good. Let's go to a right ISO. And I'm going to render it. Okay, now these guys don't have a fill, so I'm just going to select everything here, give them a fill. There we go. One more. There we have it, the garden bench. And our next tutorial will be taking the bench apart and making our parts sheet. See you next time.